Welcome back to VTV News. Despite difficulties caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, Vietnam's agriculture productions continue growing in the first 6 months of this year. This is thanks to positive changes made by farmers, favorable weather conditions, and initiative in the agriculture sector. The winter-spring rice crop output has increased by more than 670,000 tons compared to last year's winter-spring crop. According to the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, the production values of agriculture, forestries, and fisheries in the first 6 months of the year increased by 3.82%, of which fisheries and livestock saw the highest increase. The GDP growth rate of the agriculture sector reached over 3.6%, despite being affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, while the total export turnover of agriculture, forestries, and fishery products in the first half of this year still reached more than $24 billion, up nearly 30% over the same period last year. The Vietnamese agricultural sector has put much effort into overcoming difficulties caused by the pandemic and achieving an increase of 30% in the values of export in the past 6 months. Difficulties have boosted efforts to change, and the whole sector has focused on improving profits from agricultural products and fulfilling the dual goals that have been set for this year.
Agricultural products, including rice, rubber, pepper, vegetables, seafood, and wooden furniture, have contributed significantly to high export turnover. The Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development has set a target of $45 billion in total agricultural export turnover this year. This target is $3 billion higher than the government's plan. In the context of the pandemic, it is essential to understand the challenges and come up with solutions.
The U.S. Marine Mammal Protection Act has stricter regulations than the EC. If management assessment is not equivalent to the U.S., export orders to the country will be halted. There will be no warning like the EC yellow card. Another challenge is the issue of pollution.
There are many challenges, including developing the supporting industry and raw materials. It is even more difficult to import raw materials in many countries with strict regulations on forestry management.
Two major markets of Vietnamese agricultural products are the US and China. Vietnamese authorities have carried out negotiations to maintain export orders to these markets. Improving the quality of products and removing the EC's yellow card are considered essential solutions to boosting agricultural production.
Difficulties and results achieved in the first 6 months of this year have shown that effective growth models can be found in crisis. COVID-19 has brought both opportunities and difficulties for agricultural productions and made sustainable development more necessary. The question now is how to restructure productions to meet this goal.
This year's lychee harvest season was a lesson for many localities. Bắc Giang Province, a leading locality in lychee production, is battling COVID-19 outbreaks. Thanks to the timely solutions implemented, the province's products still managed to achieve positive results. The use of e-commerce platforms contributed to increasing the rate of domestic consumption to nearly 65% and allowing products to reach many international markets.
Bắc Giang, Sơn La, and Hưng Yên provinces are examples for other localities to learn from in overcoming difficulties. In the time ahead, we will replicate these models nationwide.
We are planning for digital agriculture, the digital economy, and the circular economy. The ability to forecast and devise plans for possible future crises is also crucial.
International markets such as the US have shown positive signs of recovery. Shrimp exports to the US have increased by 15% over the same period last year.
It is necessary to invest in training personnel. Advanced technology and OCOP are also crucial for assessing international markets.
The Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development has also set up functional groups to provide data, statistics, market forecasts, and scenarios to localities. These groups are also responsible for researching the application of digital transformation for sustainable development.
In the Mekong Delta region, localities are usually attached to certain specialties that people miss when far from home. On Takko Islet, Kienzam province, the taste of pineapples is referred as the land's signature flavor. Let's follow our reporters there to learn more about the land's pineapples.
I gave some Takko dried pineapple to a Vietnamese overseas. He ate it and suddenly exclaimed, "This is Takko pineapple," and burst into tears.
This highly beloved fruit is actually grown on an ice in the middle of Kai Be and Kalen River, which belong to both Vĩnh Hòa Phú and Châu Đăng districts. In 1940, the pineapple was grown here for the first time, but it wasn't until a decade later that the crop has earned a reputation thanks to its high quality. Pineapples are grown in many areas, but the authentic Takko pineapple must be grown in accordance with traditional methods, which mixes coconut, pineapple, and areca trees in an orchard. At 75, this man is still passionate about growing pineapple.
I never miss a single day at my orchard. I usually spend 2 hours in the morning and another 2 in the afternoon.
Despite the small income they earn, hundreds of local households would never think of abandoning their pineapples. As a result, the pineapple area has reached 1,900 hectares. Local authorities are attracting investors and plan to build roads to help transform this land of pineapple.
By promoting processing activities and developing community-based tourism, we can further promote the pineapple.
In the time ahead, locals hope that under the shade of coconut and areca trees in this beautiful land, there won't just be pineapples but tourists as well.